So I'm going to make a chicken pot pie, and what I've done is rehydrated overnight some carrots that I had dehydrated, of course, and then about probably half a cup of mixed vegetables that were frozen that I dehydrated. And for potatoes, I'm going to use some of my home canned potatoes. I'll just cut them smaller. And of course, I'm going to use my home canned chicken. So we're going to start out with melting some butter, to which we'll then add some flour to it to make ourselves a little roux. You can use a can of cream of chicken soup if you want to. This is not hard. I rehydrated my frozen vegetables that had been dehydrated, and I do blanch them first before I dehydrate them, but I do have to cook them. So I did that, wasn't hard at all. And then I will be sauteing some onion and a red pepper I have that needs to get used, and it's pretty. I like that the frozen vegetables I had, these carrots, the potatoes that I canned, and even the chicken was all purchased on sale some time ago and preserved. So this is a very affordable meal that'll feed a lot of people for a low cost. Food storage enthusiasts, it's my jam. And each time that I go to use, or I know I'm going to use dehydrated goods in a recipe, and I'm going to link this in the description, I go to the Dehydrate Guru's channel, which is the Purposeful Pantry, and I go refresh myself on how to rehydrate these. And what I did was I put the carrots in a canning jar, covered them with water, as well as my frozen vegetables that I dehydrated, those little bags of mixed vegetables. Did the same thing, put them in my refrigerator overnight, drained them this morning, and then of course I cooked them till my carrots are tender and chopped them into little bite-sized pieces. So it does not ever hurt to go and refresh yourself on how to rehydrate items. Her channel is outstanding. If you want to start dehydrating, that is the place to learn. She is a great explainer of things. So my onion and peppers are where I want them. So now I'm going to start with about a quarter cup of flour in here, and I'm going to mix that around. It's going to look hideous, and you're going to think, oh my God, this is not going to be good. Yes, it will. Simmer down, simmer down. So I want to cook off this flour taste. Now, you see how it starts to loosen up. Ooh, why do I have to throw molten lava things around my stove? It ain't right. Now, we're going to start to add milk slowly, but I want to make sure I don't have any remaining flour. You can use a whisk. It's very noisy on my camera's microphone. So I'm just going to use my little olive wood spatula and keep the sides knocked down. So I'm going to add some of my chicken broth first. And this is my home canned chicken, which was raw pack. And it makes its own chicken broth. I may need to add more broth. If so, I of course have some, because I'm a home canner and food storage enthusiast. I come from a place of more. Oh yeah. Nice. Now let's start with our milk. I'm going to start with 1 cup. We want to get this to a thick consistency that we want, so when we cut into our pot pie, the filling is not running out of it. But again, you could use commercial cream of chicken soup. Ain't no shame in that game, because today I'm not making my own pie crust. I'm using 2 of the Pillsbury refrigerated pie crust, just because I ain't in the mood to wrestle with flour. We're not always in the mood. But we have options. All right, I'm going to get this incorporated, and then I got to season it. So this is where I am after a cup of milk and I'm making sure I'm scraping the sides of this pot. I'm going to try some more milk because I have a lot of vegetables and a pint of chicken, and a pint of chicken holds just over 1 pound. And in my case, I'm using chicken breast. That was purchased on sale. I'm going to add the whole cup. I'm between low and medium on my propane burner. I'm going to add some white pepper. I don't like black flakes. I'm going to add some of our own tarragon that we grew. Dehydrated, and a little bit of tarragon goes a long way. And then chopped up in a coffee grinder. I still take it in my hand and pinch it. Must be some nutmeg for us. It's just a little grinder. You can get them on Amazon. I do the same thing with it in squash casserole. And my Cajun self must have some thyme. Time after time. Oh, nice. Oh, lovely. We are going to add some more of our own home canned chicken stock, because we did use everything that pint of chicken produced. Oh, now I need this to thicken up again so it holds some shape, and then we'll start adding our vegetables and our chicken. Lord, this is so not hard. I'm still just between low and medium. And if I need to, but I want this to get thick first, and I want to taste it for flavor. Oh, that's righteous. Oh, yeah. So this is where I want it, and I'm now going to put in my chicken. It ungloriously plops in there. And this is my chicken pot pie. So we haven't got our vegetables in. I'm going to let this chicken get hot. My chicken is now warm. I'm going to start adding in some of my rehydrated and cooked frozen vegetables that I had dehydrated. And the great thing on Darcy's channel is she can tell you how much dehydrated you need to make a meal. I can never remember, so again, that's why it's my go-to to refresh myself, or I always end up with too many or too little. Now, some of our carrots. Vern is making some kind of dish that he needs some of these vegetables and some carrots in the coming days, so that is why it looks like I have a lot. Oh, yes. Ugly chicken may not be cute, but dang, it is good. And let's get some of our taters. I ain't eating no pot pie without some taters. But I am a tater eating chick. Oh my God, this is beautiful. I'm gonna let this sit here on low for a little while. Let's pour it in our pre-made crust. This is heavy. Oh my goodness. Chicken, taters, vegetables, red pepper, some onion. Lord. Holy cow. Oop. It makes a mess. Oh well, it's not my first mess. Bash it around a little bit. Just kind of plop it up and down. Twirl it. That is a beautiful thing. Now, I'm gonna wrestle my top on it. You can stick a pie bird in the middle if you want. That's what my mother used to do. I'm just gonna cut some little star slits in it, and then I'm gonna brush, if I can make a word, softened or melted butter on top. And this is gonna go 425 in my oven till it's nice and golden brown. But I definitely have to put my butter on the top. If you're happier using egg wash, you can. I don't understand egg wash, so I just use butter. And 25 minutes later, we have this beautiful creature of a pot pie from food storage. I can dig it. Okay, it is not sat long enough. I don't care. I need to eat some now. What I had left over of the mixture, I just put in a little bowl and had myself what my daddy used to call pot pie soup. And Lord, it was good. Yes, it was. First piece is the least dainty to come out. Oh yeah. Giving it a whirl. Oh, it smells fabulous. Oh yeah. We are talking the smack. Left a little bit of the side part. Let's try it. So there is our lovely slice out of it. Holy cow, this is gonna be good. Fern was napping, so we had no husband interrupt us. Oh, wait, here he comes in the door. Dang it. So let's try some. Oh yeah, that's good. That's real good. Okay, so when he got up, he said it smelled fabulous because I'd just taken it out of the oven. So now he came in off the porch just as we were taking our taste test, so I have to share it with him. Let's see what he thinks.
Oh yeah, qué rico.
You like it?
Sí, sí, me gusta.
Woo, this was a winner.